Hello.
Hey Chris, I'm starting the stream. Give me a minute.
Hello, Greg.
Hey, what's up?
Hello, Jeff.
Evening.
Hello, Jeff.
Evening.
Hello, Jeff.
Oh.
Somebody left.
Oh.
Somebody left. Alex left.
No, I put him in the waiting room.
Alex left.
No, somebody's got a mute or an echo, and I put him in the waiting room, and apparently we're going to have the same issues last night.
Why'd you put him in the waiting room?
Well, because I'm trying to start the screen, and I don't want a lot of talking going on when I'm starting the stream, but everybody comes in. Alex is greeting them with greetings from Yugoslavia. Somebody's got an echo. Probably me. Hold on.
Not me.
Well, it's probably me. It was me. But I'm trying to figure out why the stupid thing is not. I'm not going through this again like last night when it had such a horrendous delay.
I hope you appreciate I'm here, not
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios. It's the Ken Stout Live
We'll talk
Show.
about that in a minute.
Featuring the Zoom homies.
Actually, I'm recording it,
Produced by LK Productions.
Okay.
so I'm good.
I must have missed some excitement last night.
No, I don't think you did. At least I'm not aware of that you did. I can't remember what my background was, so let me just throw something in there for now, and I'll figure it out later. Let's go with that one. Go let Alex in. John Southern Exposure, hello. Stealth Mode, hello. Photo Mix Media wants to know what place he came in today.
Last place.
Depending on what you're looking at, you could actually consider yourself in either fourth or fifth or second or last. I don't know. Sponsored by Stealth Mode Industries.
I wasn't expecting to be put in the waiting room within a minute, not even a minute of joining.
It happens. Maybe after the stream I'll explain if you stick around. Long Dog says he's being there. B.A. Tringer was in earlier. Jim and I talked earlier, and we solved a email issue that I had earlier today. Kind of interesting. I don't know how I got this, but it's like you said, it's a marketing ploy, so no big deal. For those of you that don't know, I played 18 holes of golf today.
Yep, I figured that.
Yeah, I got a late start on it. Do what?
Did you walk again?
I did walk. Yeah, they're not allowing any carts because the ground is so saturated that you have to walk. I was +3 on the front 9, and that was kind of shocking. And I was +1 on the back 9, and I was rather upset that I was +1 on the back, and I'll tell you why. I had the opportunity to shoot even par on the back 9. 18th hole, I had a chance for a birdie putt that hit the edge of the cup, and instead of falling to the left in the cup, it decides to go to the right and about a foot away, which I tapped in for par. So I had a bogey earlier, so I ended up at +1 for the back. So for the...
But I mean, you're 4 over par for 18 holes. That's a pretty damn good handicap for somebody of our age or whatever.
Well, considering the conditions too, it was 53 when I started. Yeah. It was 44 when I stopped. The wind was consistent all day long out of the west, and I do mean consistent. So yeah, this is just a good way of practicing and keeping my muscle memory where it should be, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I was pretty happy with it. I don't think I'll get very many more days, and then I'm going to have to fork out the big bucks to go to the virtual place, but I'm pleased. 5,001 steps today.
I do have a question about something in chat. Can we buy stock in Stealth Industries?
Yeah, really. Is that Bitcoin stock or stock? Thank you, Stealth Mode. Thank you, Winter Mute. Yeah, I mean, even par would have been great, and the golf gods like to die in Caddyshack. Pretty
I'm
sad.
impressed with 4 over par for 18 holes in the winter on a wet course, and
The greens
not
were
30
absolute.
years old anymore.
No, I'm not.
So I mean, even if you consider the shorter spots you can start from in the tees, and I don't know what you were doing, but wherever you were doing it, I'm impressed.
I was using the front tees. That's what I've played the last 2 times. My plan is this. I'm going to play the front 2 tees until I shoot even par. Then I'm going to move back to the next set of tees until I shoot even par. Then I'm going to move back to the next set of tees until I shoot even par. And hopefully by the end of the summer, fall next year, I will be shooting from the quote unquote black professional tees, and I'll never break par from there,
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Which ones are considered the standard tees for amateurs? Which
would probably the front 2, maybe the front 3. They only okay, so like on hole number 1, the closest tee is 100 yards, the second tee is 120, the third one's 145, and then the next 2 are 145. So you've got a 45-yard difference between the shortest and the furthest.
So the 120 might be considered the amateur.
I would say, sure.
Hell, you can make even par from the 120.
Oh, I got pictures to share. I was killing it there for a little bit today. I went par, bogey, par, bogey on the front 9. And I literally, when I went bogey, I was like, all right, damn it, you can do better than this. Get your head on straight. Quit trying some of this dumb stuff and play golf. And it made a big difference. And then on the back, I was par, bogey, par, almost a birdie, which would wiped out the bogey, but I got a par. So anyway, Photo Mix Media and I have got to do what?
If I went to bowl and did 190, I would consider that pretty freaking good.
Yeah, I wouldn't even try to bowl right now.
I get enough arthritis in my hand. Probably have to do it like this.
Yeah, I don't. That's one thing Mrs. K and I have never done is gone bowling. We golf a lot together.
Hey, whatever works for you. Excuse me for interrupting. I'll shut up.
Oh, Ken, a couple of nights ago, you said there were some questions for me after I left Zoom. Did we ever cover those?
No, but I don't remember what they are, and I don't think anyone that was there now is here now. So I will give you 5 minutes to explain your situation today when you shut something off, and if anyone has a rebuttal, I'll give them a little bit of time. So you've got 5 minutes. I will start a timer.
Okay. So my situation today is I figured the kids basically got in trouble. My dad had to have a talking to with them. The kids got in trouble when their mom has said that they're not supposed to be. They can have their tablets with no Wi-Fi connection. So I thought I would go into the router and shut off their devices in the router, so the next time their devices come on the Wi-Fi, they're not connected to the internet. Well, I turned that setting on, applied that setting, and guess what I find out? Lo and behold, my speed is cut in half. But I turned that setting off, and then lo and behold, my speed goes back to normal. So my thinking is that the CPU on this old router cannot handle blocking the devices and having like 20 devices connected. What does everybody else think?
Now, this is a function inside your existing router.
Yes.
You log into the router and set this stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Well, me giving you 5 minutes is way too much time because you did that in 1:04.
My thinking is that it is a CPU bottleneck. I looked up the specs on the router, and it's like a 1 point something CPU and only 256 megabytes of RAM.
What can it be doing to slow it down if you're just blocking a particular devices?
I get what you're saying, but I don't get it either. But I enabled that setting, the speed went down. I disabled that setting, and immediately the speed went back up. So it's got to be the router.
Well, it might be a crazy algorithm for checking those devices that puts a lot of load on the CPU. I mean, if it was something simple-minded like I might write, just go and look at that device but
Yeah, but you would think if you're shutting something off, it would allocate the resources elsewhere and not take resources away.
Well, what it may be, those devices may be trying to get on Wi-Fi, and every time it gets a ping from a device, it checks, which is eating up some CPU cycles.
What it is right
I'm
now
speculating here.
What it is right now, those 3 devices that are in question are off the Wi-Fi. They're not even at this house. But my router keeps a log of every device that has ever connected to the router in its whole entire lifetime.
So
I
when
go
those
back in the router and block those devices without those devices being in this house.
So there's a question from Wintermute saying, how are you blocking them? By the MAC address?
By MAC address, yes. That's how my router blocks it, by MAC address.
Well,
Okay.
if they aren't even in the house, I don't understand how it should be slowing the damn thing down at all. Because they can't
the
be
router's
beating
having
the
to
router.
do the router's having to do processing, and I had to turn a feature called access control on. And my theory is that the router's having to process that access control plus having 20 devices connected already that are in the house.
Yeah, it just bother. That makes me think there's a pretty bad algorithm for doing that, because if they aren't even in the house, it shouldn't even be checking those devices. But you'd have to know how the thing was programmed, and I sure as hell don't.
And I've got the latest, I downloaded the latest firmware. I've got the latest software on the router.
It's a 1750 AC, is it not?
Do what, Ken?
It's a 1750 AC router.
Yes, it is.
That was supposed to be a pretty darn good router at the time it came out.
It is. It's really good. I've used it for 8 years, and it's done good for 8 years.
1 minute.
Any way you can borrow a newer router without paying for it just to check?
I do not have another router in my possession.
Can you borrow one from a friend or somebody just to see if a newer router would work better with that kind of function? I'm just trying to think of a way not to spend a bunch of money up front and then still have something else going on.
Kind of exactly what I said, that if he buys a new router and he has the same issue, then he didn't solve anything. 15 seconds? I sound like these. Yeah, really. Well, true, you can buy it off Amazon and return it.
But I don't see how I would have. I understand what y'all are saying, but I don't understand how I would have the same issue, because the new router would be by a different brand, manufacturer, and all that.
I have no idea how to shut this off. What kind of computer repair technician doesn't have a spare router, Alex?
I mean, I do.
Good one, Long Dog. Good one. So let me bring you guys up to speed on the saga of getting license plate on our car.
Ooh.
I called the B&V this morning. I was on hold for 41 minutes. I finally got a young lady on the phone. I explained to her what was going on, and I could hear her clacking away on the case. She said, "Oh yeah, I find it right here." She goes, "Let me put you on hold. I've got great news, Mr. Stout. Your title is at the Madison Avenue branch. I'll send them a thing. Let them call you. Go down there, and they're going to verify your VIN, and you can get your license." I said, "Okay, I got a question. So you're telling me all this nonsense from September is just so somebody can walk out with my title in their hand and verify the VIN?" She says, "Yes." I said, "You can do that with the current registration that's on the car." "Oh, we don't do that here in Indiana, sir. We verify to the title." Whatever. I said, "Okay, well, can you have a supervisor reach out to me when when they get this all figured out. She says, oh, it's figured out. We know right where it's at. Okay, cool. I got a call this afternoon from the Madison Avenue license branch. Mr. Stout, I'm calling to tell you that we've located your title. I said, yes, I've been told it's in your building. Oh, no, it's downtown. We have to go get it. For the love of... I said, I was told earlier today, and whatever her name was, I said, it's at your facility. She says, no. And I re-verified that once they get it, we're going to be there about 5 minutes. They're going to walk out, verify it, and that'll be that. Only Indiana.
So they will have the title in hand and go look at the VIN number on your car.
Exactly. That they could do the same thing with the register. And okay, so California, Nevada, they
do the same thing with the insurance card, probably.
Exactly. But California, Nevada, nobody looked at the VIN number on the car. Nevada to Illinois, nobody looked at the VIN number on the car. What in the world is up with Indiana? I need to turn that off. I don't know why. Oh, I know why, because I said it that way. Let me enable.
I don't remember. It wasn't when I came back, but I think the first time I moved here, I did have to drive my old truck through an inspection station at one of the DMV things.
Yeah, when I first moved to California, everything had to be smogged.
Well, I mean, I had to. Smogging was done someplace else, but there was some reason I had to go through the inspection thing. And in fact, the second time we came back, it was at a different place. I had to drive it through, and I don't remember what they verified. I think they did look at the VIN number. I remember that, but they wanted to check something else too. I don't think I would have had to go through just for the VIN number, but I might be mistaken. And it was a drive-through thing, and they marked the box or did something, and then I walked inside the building and got my tags.
Yep, I'm hoping that this is all wrapped up by Friday. And she's got an interview Friday at 11. They verified that this morning. So that's
for
good.
Another location?
Right around the corner from where she's currently at, yes. About a half a mile away. Welcome, BH. Welcome in, Gary. I believe that's the last two to join.
I thought you'd still be stuck in that duct tape, Gary.
I got another one coming up in a minute.
All right.
Alex is researching something.
Keep them friendly.
So because I was so bored this afternoon, I actually got a hold of AT&T just to basically mess with them. And I said, how do I solve this problem? And the lady says, what problem are you having? My router keeps dropping in and out, which it actually is doing. I'm not making that up. It drops in and out. And it did it twice while I was talking to her. And she says, we need to get you a new router. I says, well, here's the issue with that. I asked for a new router, and I got the same old bullshit old router that I had that I got. She goes, no, we'll get you a new router. I said, you mean the new latest and greatest new and improved Wi-Fi 6? And she says, yes. I said, cool. I said, can I hook my router up? And she said, yeah, you should be able to do that with no problems. Well, Alex and I spent 2 hours tonight re-verifying. That cannot be done at all.
Not the way that I have mine set up. AT&T does not allow it.
Couldn't be done the other way too, that they said we could do it. Run it from the AT&T into the router. It would not connect there either.
So does AT&T require you use their router?
Well, I'm going to find out, because when I get if I get the new one and plug it in and everything's hunky-dory, then I'm actually going to ask them, because when I got to a point today, I said, well, I'm just going to go buy a router. Can I do that? Oh, yes, Mr. Stout, you can do that. Well, no, you can't, because I tried to do it with I've got the same exact router Alex has, and I tried to do it. It saw the internet, but that's about it. It wouldn't go any further. We reset it back to factory settings, and it just would not connect. Yes, I saw about the first maybe first 7 to 10 minutes of Night Court tonight, and then Sean's mom called me, and then I called Sean, and then Sean's mom called me back, and then I called Sean back, and then Alex called me. So I gave up on it. I will catch it later tonight or tomorrow off the internet somewhere. What I seen of it, though, I actually did. Oh, Jeff, you haven't seen any of it yet, right?
No, I'm recording it as we speak.
Oh, Do you need to take the dog out?
What?
Do you need to take the dog out?
No, dog's asleep. You won't spoil it for me. I don't care.
No, I'm not going to do that.
I've seen some of the previews, and I saw John Larroquette and Melissa Rauch on the Today Show
Mm-hmm.
about it. So, I mean, I know what the premise sort
Yep.
of is. She comes back and entices him out of whatever, some other job he was doing to come back as a public defender.
Yep. BH put a link into it. Thank you, BH. That's going to save me some time because now I don't got to go look for it. I just copy the link, and I'm
There are
done.
two episodes there now.
Are both episodes? Yeah, I see that. The pilot, and then it says the night. Oh, that's fitting. The Nighthawks.
Now, BH, if you'll speak loudly where you got that, speak loudly into the microphone here, and then. No, I'm looking forward to trying it. It may not be any good. I mean, reboots sometimes suck.
I did not like Quantum Leap, and I've actually tried to watch it again, and I still cannot get into
I
it.
never liked the first Quantum Leap all that much, but that's personal preference.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta go see what she's burning. She's making 2 salads and something else tonight, and I smell something burning.
Yeah, that router that particular router me and Ken have was released back in May of 2015. So it's been
So
around.
is that still
That's
your
it.
AC 1750 you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, what are the odds he and I have the same router? That scares me to death.
It was. Yeah, but
I'm going to say, is that on AT&T's approved list?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably not.
Like, I don't know.
Disseminate.
I haven't tried to do my own router in years. Last time I did it, I was in South Carolina with Atlantic Broadband. I didn't have any issues there.
My
I did have to use their modem because I had the phone service, and they wouldn't allow anybody else's modem. If you
Yeah.
had phone service.
That's the way my grandma's cable company is. If you have a phone service, you can't use your own modem. You have to use theirs. Which I found a way around that. I just bought the same kind of modem they gave for the rental. I just bought one straight out of Amazon. But then she dropped the phone service, so I just got just a standard Netgear modem. It was just a modem,
Right.
and it's still
So,
big.
but I know Cox and Comcast and a bunch of them have a list of modems that they say will work with their service. They say you can try others, but it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just got one on their approved list, a Netgear on their approved list, and brought it into them, and they registered the MAC address and get back to me. Said, "Here you go," and
You had
it just worked.
to take it in. Was that a router or a modem?
That's a modem.
Okay.
What I took to them to the
Yeah,
cable.
I don't think I had to take my router in when I was using Atlantic Broadband, but I was using their modem already. So, because I had TV, internet, and phone all in a package.
So now I'm using my own router both at home and at my grandma's, and using my own modem at her house because cable needs a modem.
Yeah, whenever I walk into Costco here, when you walk down the main aisle, you're always accosted by an AT&T sales rep.
Yeah.
And they say, "Who do you have for internet? Cox or I don't remember. It's another phone outfit here. Used to be part of Ma Bell." And I say, "Neither." And they said, "Well, who you got?" I said, "WeLink." "How much you paying a month?" $35. And they say, "Have a nice day."
Yeah, exactly.
And they are trying to say that they can give me fiber, but the problem is it's not at my address yet. And every time I let them look it up, they say, "Yeah, you're right. It's not there yet."
But the question is, when it does get to your address, will you switch to it? If it's
I don't know if
a
we
little
get
higher than what you're paying now, or we just keep what you're.
well, even if I'm not getting the speeds I'm supposed to, it's working at some level. And I'm paying $35 a month, taxes and fees included. And I get 2 routers provided for that $35 a month too. And so somebody else would have to offer me a hell of a deal, and I would actually have to need the extra speed before I would go back. I am looking probably at, I may go back to Cox again, although I talked to the AT&T sales rep about the DirecTV package, and they don't offer the same package anymore at Costco. They claim they're offering a better one. So when my contract is up on this one, which was the basic package, and to get this price, I had to take 3 Italian language stations. And I don't even know what they are, but that got me the lower price.
And Gina died too.
BH, can you give me an audio check?
Audio check.
Hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
5 by 5.
Yeah, what I like to do is Walmart's just as bad anymore. And every now and then you can really tell when someone's got it going on, or if they just kind of got their elevator stuck on the ground floor. And what kind of internet do you have? Tell me about this internet. I've heard things about it. What is the internet? And just the deer in the headlight, like, you know.
Don't see that much in my Walmart.
That sounds
We
like
used to
something
have
my
a
grandma
Cox
would say.
representative back by the electronics area fairly regularly, and you would walk back there, and if you didn't have Cox, well, they would try to sell it to you.
You know, I mean, my grandma knows what the internet is, but she only uses it for Facebook on her Kindle. And the only reason she has it to begin with is because of me.
Of
So
course.
you're costing your grandma money that she doesn't need to spend.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time.
She's got the lowest plan possible, and she's not even renting her modem and router. I bought those outright.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Oh, by the way, the skillet was just as black as what my shirt is, but she says, I'm not burning anything.
How do you burn salad?
Now, she's making chicken salad, so she's got to cook the chicken for the chicken salad.
That's
Blackened
wrong.
chicken, right?
I guess it is now going to be blackened chicken, yes. I'm thinking
Reminds
so.
me of my grandmother on my dad's side. All of grandma's kids said, we love mom dearly, but she isn't worth a crap as a cook. Her way to cook a steak was to put it in a cast iron skillet where you got the thing blazing hot first, and you scorch both sides until it's crusty all the way to the middle.
Yeah, my sugar was I might be diabetic, hadn't I?
Well, it depends. Do you know what your numbers were?
I don't know. I'll let the lady talk to my mother, so she knows. I think she knows, but I don't know.
And so you're talking your daily sugar?
Well, I did a test. I went to for blood work and had fasting done,
Okay.
and that's what it turned out. Next week I got to go without fasting.
Yeah, what they should do to determine if you're diabetic or not is they'll do what's called an A1C test, and that gives you the last 90 days sugar levels average. And if that's below 7, the old standard, then you're fine. You're probably not a vet, so you don't have to be below 6. If you're below 6, you're not diabetic under any circumstances. If you're above 7, then you could be pre-diabetic, or you could be actually like I am, type 2 diabetic. My daily blood, if I get up in the morning and check my blood sugar, it's always going to be high because they have what's called the morning, and I knew I'd forget this, blood sugar something. Everybody's blood sugar is highest in the morning because your body's just waking up, so the body actually takes and fires up the sugars to get you going. That's basically what's happening. Now, the A1C is a 90-day average. My blood sugars run about 120, and now I know a blood sugar of 120 equates to a 7.3 A1C average. So I've got to get my blood sugars on a daily average down just a tad bit. I figure with this exercise challenge that I've been bestowed upon me and possibly changing my diet just a little bit more, tweaking it a tad bit more, I think I can get my A1C probably in the 6.5 or lower range, which would be nice. As long as I don't have to change medications and or take injections, I'm fine. And if it's an injection, it better be an EpiPen type deal where I can stab myself and not worry about it. Because if I have to use a needle, that could be disastrous. I'm sure I eventually would teach myself how to do it, but that could be disastrous.
But you were a nurse at one time, right?
Yeah, my grandmother questioned why I wanted to be the nurse because I used to faint at the sight of blood. She's like, how in the world are you going to be a nurse? You faint at the sight of blood. I know, Grandma, I'll be fine.
Are you still CPR certified or whatever you call it?
No, I'm not.
My mom and dad have to be, since they technically work for me and get paid for it. They have to take a CPR class every couple of years.
I'm not now. I was CPR certified for, 20 years when I was working back in Tennessee, but haven't been for 20 years now.
Yeah, Long Dog's diabetic too. The morning blood sugar levels often describe me as being hormonal, and men seem to be more elevated. Now, there's a specific term for it. I'll have to do some research or reach out to my sister. It's morning sugar phenomenon is what it's called. And it's always highest in the morning. Okay, so I'm going to, ouch. This is going to be high.
Hey, Ken?
Yeah, Gary.
Got a question. Do you have a Zoom screen up and a YouTube screen up?
Well, of course. Why wouldn't I?
Well, no, mine are not lining up. On Zoom,
you'll have to explain to me what you mean by not lining up.
In Zoom, you're in the top left-hand corner, and in YouTube, you're in the center right, or the center top.
That's just your system, because my Zoom and my monitoring on YouTube, Greg's in the upper left, I'm in the middle, Jeff's on the upper right. Alex is standing proudly by the flag on the.
Gary, that may be because you have the setting to hide non-video participants turned on.
I don't.
No, but like on my Zoom, I'm 4 across on the monitor where my Zoom is. Got 4, 4, and 3. On the YouTube, I'm looking at whatever Ken's broadcasting out, and it's 3, 3, 3, and 2 there.
Yeah, let me say, okay, Gary, watch your Zoom monitoring screen, not YouTube.
Right. I got one in each. That's why.
All right. So tell me what the Zoom monitor shows now.
Zoom did not change. YouTube did. That's weird.
Okay, what changed on YouTube?
You went to the center square.
Correct. But your Zoom should have changed too, I would think. Or no, wait. No. Yours won't change. Mine will change because I'm actually connected to my Zoom broadcasting that over YouTube. In fact, if I go right here, I'll demonstrate that. The Zoom window will go away in about 2 seconds. Now, you guys are still seeing me on Zoom, but nobody else is seeing me because I shut off the connection in OBS that broadcasts the Zoom. Hi, Rick.
Hello.
So, I don't know why yours is different.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
It's weird. It is very weird. So,
how many squares are you seeing on Zoom, Gary?
What?
How many squares are you seeing on Zoom?
11. 3, 3, 3, and 2 at the bottom.
Right. That's what I have. 3, 3, 3, and 2 at the bottom.
I'm seeing 4, 4, and 3.
That's what I've got. 4,
so 4, your settings are okay. So on your view, thank you, Greg. So on your view, how do you get 4? Because you only have speaker or gallery or immersive, and immersive's just all messed up because you get to put the dumb little things in here like
Be a nice boy.
Yeah, I get in trouble when I say that from time to time.
Yeah, have to do with the screen resolution and the screen size.
So this is that other one that I don't like. What are you seeing now on your Zoom?
Oh dear God.
We're all in the auditorium.
Auditorium.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, Jim, are you seeing it on the stream or are you seeing it on your Zoom?
I feel like I'm in school. Ooh.
Oh,
It's on both.
Really? Okay, so I'm going to put it back to gallery. Oh, yeah, it did say a mercy for everybody. So I don't know how you're. Okay, let me see if I can figure out how
depends
you're
on
getting.
your monitor size.
Now they're the same. Now they're the same.
Interesting. I'm trying to figure out how to get 4 across, so this is really going to mess things up. I'm going to drag. Ah, it depends on the window size. I have 4 across. Let's see if I can get 5 across. Okay. So now I have Greg, Jeff, Alex, BH, me, Rick, Darren, Jim, PhotoMix Media, Chris, and Gary from left to right and top to bottom. And I don't think I can get this to go 5. I'm going to make it full screen. No, even if I go full screen, it's still 4. That's interesting.
Let me see something here.
Anyway, what I was gonna tell you is my blood sugar right now is 138. That's fine. I just took 2 big old sips of lemonade that has, guess what in it? Sugar. So I'm okay if 138.
Is it pure sugar or is it like sweet and low or something
It's
like
cocaine.
that?
I didn't want to tell you. It's actually cocaine. I don't know if it's pure sugar or not.
Or does that matter?
I don't know if it matters or not, Alex, to be honest. I have no clue.
Might matter if it was cane sugar or
Well,
high fructose corn syrup or whatever. I don't know.
yeah. I don't know. It's sugar. Could
By
be
the way,
cocaine
Ken,
for all I know.
Is it
I
homemade?
just resized my Zoom window. Now I've got 3, 3, and 2, but it's not full screen. So you can control that to a certain extent.
Right.
Did it come from a package or is it homemade?
What are you talking about? The lemonade?
Your lemonade.
It's homemade. It's not a package.
Well, then it's probably real sugar then.
Probably. Stealth Mode joins us.
Hey, Stealth.
You mean this?
Hey.
Hello. How's
I
everyone?
want to buy some stock if you've got it, Stealth Mode.
So this is what
Sure.
this is what I use right here.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good
If
stuff
I
right
want
there,
something,
Ken. Good stuff.
if I want something to be sweet, I use the fake stevia sugar. It's okay.
I don't know how that affects stuff like blood sugar. I have no idea.
This doesn't. That's why I use it. This has no. I could snort this and my blood sugar is not going to go up.
Okay.
Maybe this is the cocaine.
Do we get
Say hello to my little friend.
Hey, that's an idea for a new premiere.
Hey, yeah, really. Actually, we have an idea. Photo Mix Media and I do. We're going to collaborate on something, and I'm really hoping that it'll work out. Because if it does, I'll be pretty happy.
Sounds really cool, man. Awesome. Cannot wait to see.
I think if we can get it to work, it will be. It's the problem is going to be, okay, he's got to shoot video at his location. I got to shoot video at my location. And then we're going to collaborate and get the 2 videos to go together.
So you
Okay.
have a bottoms up. You have a bottoms up barista in Indianapolis.
A top secret.
I wish
Top
we
secret?
did because I could do a lot with that actually. I didn't get over to Southport Road to see what that one was yesterday because it just got too late in the day. I should have done it today, but I went and visited Mom for about an hour and a half. But I should have done that today.
What's the name of the place, Ken?
I don't know what the name. I think it's Bottoms Up. I really do. No, I don't know what it is. I really don't. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be a coffee place. But that's all I'm going to let out at this time on that idea. We both kind of at the same time had the same idea. If you guys, anybody watch it, I lost 2 subscribers. I was up to 226. I'm back down to 224. Damn it.
Now, is this going to be safe for work?
My bad. They closed my accounts, man. The fake ones. I'm sorry.
Yes, it'll be friendly for the channel. Yes.
Not that I go to work anymore.
No, it will be. It'll be all right.
Oh, I got 2 new subs.
Well,
today.
hell, what?
Well, I figure I've been doing
I
some
was
reading
thinking
on
about
it.
Jose's part.
I've been doing some reading on it, and YouTube probably took them away because probably one of the two, if not two of the two I recently got are bots. So they determined that and they got rid of them. And that's fine.
Well, if they don't like a video or they don't comment on a video, it just goes away.
But what about being a sub? That goes away too?
The sub goes away if they don't comment or they don't like a video.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
In order to get a sub to stick, you have to like and comment on a video.
So that explains why.
Just one of them. Do you have to do both, like and comment, or is one of them sufficient?
Well, that's the best way to ensure it is both like and comment.
Okay.
Right. And I think that explains why a lot of the creators that are just getting started out are, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel because it really does help me in the long run. I get it now.
They fail to say comment. They don't. They say only like and subscribe.
Well, I've heard a few say comment. Wait till you see my long laundry list of things tomorrow. It'll be about 19 minutes long if I want you to.
It's hard to tell what's attractive. I watch a couple of railfan channels. And there's a guy out of Ohio and he just keeps steadily climbing. He's about 220,000 subscribers now. And I can remember while I'd already started watching him when he just passed 100,000 and got the first little award from YouTube.
Wow.
And I don't understand why he's so popular. I mean, I like what he does, but he's never mixes it up very much or whatever. Got the same comments on a lot of things, but he's just an ordinary guy, and I guess maybe that's what it is.
Could be.
And Jeff, there's also another thing too. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Rayman Rays here in Florida. Rayman Rays.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to him. He just opened his own garage.
And his wife unit made her channel in one day at 22,000 subscribers.
Doggone it.
Yeah, just
I need to reach out to this.
About 4 days. About 4 days. I'm sorry. I think you said 4 or 5 days.
Yeah,
it was like. Yeah.
I don't even know what her channel is.
It's if you look up on comments, it has off the ranch, and then there's the wife unit channel.
Okay,
that's her channel.
All right,
his wife Lauren.
My Windows 11 video steadily keeps climbing.
It's hard to say what attracts people.
842 views a year ago.
Now Ken's golf stuff seems to be very popular, and that's fine. I mean,
the shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm amazed at 6,600 on me hitting 5 golf balls as fast as I can. Crazy.
Hey,
that's like I don't know if you guys. Do you guys know Mr. Meathead? There used to be.
I believe he's related to Mr. Potato Head, is he not?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
I believe it's the same individual.
Is he related to Max Headroom?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Anybody remember Max Headroom?
Oh yeah.
He did do stuff like that. Yeah, he did.
The older guys.
Yeah, he did.
I wouldn't
He's
expect Alex to remember it
necessarily. Yeah, he's doing pretty good, man. He's running a new channel now on a new site. I'm not going to mention it here for copyright reasons, but he within a few days, he casted a few days. He's got like 100 subscribers already, just within 3 or 4 days.
I don't think you get any copyright notifications or violations by mentioning someone else's channel.
A different platform.
Oh,
I'm talking about a different complete.
Yeah,
platform.
that's possible.
Yeah, I didn't want. That's why I didn't want to say. Yeah, it might be a competitor. Yeah, it's like,
yeah, that's possible.
There's a. I don't know if y'all know about it, but there's a kid that literally started YouTube when he was in kindergarten. Literally, when he was like 6 years old, and he's now 15, and he's very, very, very popular. He's always been very popular.
Yeah. Gary, I've looked at that Just Rolled In channel too.
How many subscribers does 15-year-old have?
I have no idea. His channel is called EvanTube HD.
How can you promote the channel and you don't even know how many subs he has? That hold on. That's a 3-minute penalty.
Jeff, what's the railroad channel you watch from Ohio?
Hold on, I'm getting old here.
I think there's one from Florida too.
Jawtooth, JAW Tooth.
Yep, I've watched him a couple times.
And let me see. No amount. He's got 105 million views altogether. He's been on here. He's got 215,000 subscribers now.
Wait, he's only got
when he just passed 100,000.
Oh, he's got 215,000
subscribers. He has 105 million views.
Right.
And views are something that counts towards making money. And
right, that's where your money comes from, sure.
Yeah, a lot of big YouTubers like that have more views than subscribers. A whole lot more views than subscribers.
Well, subscribers.
What I don't get, there's some of these that have like a million subscribers, and I go and look at it and say, "All right, I guess if you like it, that's fine." But I watched Jawtooth. I watched Jason Asselin. I watch who else? South Coast Rail. I don't watch all these regular. Hobo Shoestring. Who else?
Is that the one? I think I've heard of them, Jeff. Is that the one that they showed the hobo symbols where it was like safe to stay, or there was water or food?
Oh, this guy actually is out riding the rails, filming it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Who else? What else on here? Oh, Escanaba and Lake Superior. The mechanic channel I like is a thing called Watch Wes Work. It's a guy in Illinois. Lives out on a farm and has an auto repair shop on his farm.
Yeah, I watch him.
I'm subscribed to his channel.
And he has some interesting stuff. Oh, and there's Railroading Rambler I watch. I don't watch all these all the time, but I watch the Jawtooth pretty much. Oh, Distant Signal has the best narration of a railfan channel on YouTube. He doesn't have as many subscribers as some, but the guy is a professional radio announcer as his real job. And so when he narrates what he's doing out on the rail fanning stuff, I mean, it sounds professional. This guy is good.
Awesome.
I really enjoy his narrations and stuff. He just doesn't make as many videos. He's still working a regular job.
Does he go with the deep voice when he does the narration of the railroad?
I don't know. I don't remember. He hasn't put out a new video in a while.
I thought I would ask because if he does, that I'm going to start doing my entire show with the deep voice.
Yeah. Yes, you too can talk like this on the radio.
Exactly.
Hello and welcome to the Kingdom of Night.
His name is Danny Harmon. Here he is.
Wolfman Jack, man, I don't think my voice can get that high anymore.
He's got a moderately low voice, not real deep.
If you want to see something really funny, I watched a Don Rickles when he was doing the Don Rickles show. Didn't even know he had a show until the other night, and he had John Wayne on, and John Wayne was reading jokes from the cue cards, and they weren't funny, but it was funny because of how he was reading them. If you get a chance, look up Don Rickles and John Wayne uncredited or not uncredited, uncensored. Yeah, thank you. It's funny.
I'm not sure I've seen that one. I've seen both of them before in the same video.
Well, John Wayne comes out and he's got a mask on his face. Of course, he's got the cowboy hat on and the vest and the boots. You know, right away that it's John Wayne. So,
oh, have you ever seen John Wayne and Red Skelton in their one where they were together?
No.
That is hilarious.
Is it? I'll have to go watch it.
Yeah.
So I was looking at some things here. Shoot, I have no. Oh, here we go. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos that are over 1,000 views. The 10-second golf or fast forward putting 6647 now, and then the lowest one in 1,000 is 1432. What's interesting about the one that's 1432 is the title is Removal of Watermark DaVinci Resolve. Nowhere in that video do I show how to remove the watermark because I didn't know how to do it at the time. But anyway, yes, Alex.
I was just going to say that kid that I was talking about has over 7 million subscribers, and his most popular video is 145 million views. From when he was a little kid, like 8 or 9 years old, like 9 years ago.
Kids say the darndest things, Alex.
Yep.
Yeah. Linkletter?
I think so.
Yep.
Alex doesn't know who we're talking about, though.
No, I seriously doubt that he does.
There was a
I probably don't. You're right.
There was a remake of that with another host, or maybe 2 other hosts at one point. I don't remember now.
Now, on the live side of things, my most watched live video is 318, and that happened on June 4th of 2022. That's pretty amazing that a live video had 300. I'm getting into Kerry Holzman numbers now. Woo, watch out.
Is that views total, or is that while the stream was running?
Oh, that's views total. The day I have 318 people show up for a live view, that'll be my last live stream. I'm done. What pinnacle more could I want?
Yeah, there you go.
Jim goes, sure. Let me call up 317 of my closest friends. I need a favor.
Wow! I just now noticed this. Since you say that about your live videos, Ken, my most popular live video is that video that I did saying possible fix for my screen flickering in Zoom. Message for Ken. That live video that I did has 4,000 views.
You're welcome. I got that for you. You're welcome. I'm glad I could help.
Yeah, Lone Dog has been commenting about John Wayne's son, Ethan Wayne. I think he was one of them in the movie, the Big Jake movie. That may not be the name of the movie.
Yeah, it is.
Is it? Yeah. One of John Wayne's sons was that the one who rode the motorcycle?
Yeah, that's what he said. Something about he would. I saw somewhere motorcycle. Let me go back.
Well,
yeah, he said
in the movie he rode an early 1900s motorcycle in the movie.
So, Alex, how long is that video that you got 4,000 views on?
Oh, let's see. It is just under 3 minutes. 2 minutes and 59 seconds.
Man, that's strong.
Well, sometimes short videos may attract more views because they don't have to wait around so long. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm curious as to my one short that I have getting ready to do. I'm really curious as to how many views it's going to have. Mrs. K thinks it's going to get 3,000 or 4,000. I don't think it's going to be quite that high.
Now, see, you had me curious. I had to go look.
Your numbers?
You know, the live stream stuff. Which live streams have gotten the most views? Total views.
Yours is probably. Did you do anything on Windows 11?
Well, not live stream. Well, I did do one live stream on Windows 11 on unsupported hardware, but amazingly enough, the most recent one where we upgraded the CPU in the system, that has 838 views. The closest that anything comes to that is one I did in 2021, where I was doing all the hardware stuff. We're swapping the CPU, my wife's machine. I was building another machine. I was doing about 2 or 3 different things.
Speaking of building a machine, do you not have an orange case or red case coming in?
The case is here. It arrived yesterday.
Cool.
Yeah, you're gonna do a new AMD build, right?
I am going to do a new AMD build. Obviously, since AM5 is rather expensive, it's probably not going to happen until sometime in February. It might get pushed to March. I don't know yet.
Okay.
But the case is here. I know what board I'm using. I'm debating on whether I want to do a 7600 or a 7700. That I haven't quite figured out yet.
What kind of memory? Is it going to be DDR5?
Oh, it has to be.
Oh, it has to be. Okay.
Has to be. AM5 is DDR5 only.
Okay.
So it's going to be an expensive build, and we're somewhere in the neighborhood of between, depending on the CPU. At the moment, I'm leaning towards a 7700X. Between the CPU, the board, and the memory, I think we're over 700. Might even be closer to 8. I need to double check that.
So you're talking total probably $2,000.
Well, I'll reuse the power supply here and there. Well, yeah. Well, hang on. Let me just double check.
Yeah.
Let me.
I think on my build that I did, now I'm counting. I bought 2 monitors for it, and a camera and keyboard and new mouse, everything. I'm sneaking up on the $2,000 range, but that's over a year and a half of spending. Didn't get all that all at once.
Right.
And I bought the 2 monitors when they were on sale.
Now there's an outside chance I might do one of the non-X processors, because those just came out. They're a little less money. They come with a cooler. Not that I suspect that cooler's, and it should be enough because it's a lower wattage package.
A non-X.
Yeah, they've released. They initially released the X processors, 7600X, 7700X, 7900X, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
They just released this month the non-X versions. The X versions are like 105 to 125 watts package. The non-X versions are like 65 watt packages. They're lower power. So let me just double check. I know which one I'm looking for. I'll put this up on the screen in a minute. And I'm going with 6,000 speed memory. So you guys continue on. I'll pull it up on the screen.
Is that memory? Is that without any overclocking?
Well, that's whatever XMP
or whatever AMD's equivalent of XMP is, or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. I don't remember what they call it. It's another name.
DCOH?
DOCP, I believe.
Okay.
Is what I don't remember what they call it at this point.